Hi, this is my second video blog. It is week 2 of the Fit Doctors competition, and I'm here to talk to you a little bit today about how my last couple of weeks have gone. Mostly I wanted to talk about nutrition today. As most of you know, I was back in Texas a couple weeks ago to move my son up north since he had finished college. While I was there, I was also doing work on my house to try to get it put up on the market to sell, since I don't need a Texas house anymore. I was doing some remodeling in the kitchen. Thank you, Joe Ray Moreno and Trim Monkeys. Y'all did a great job with my cabinets, but I did not have a stove or a microwave for the week I was there. I also had very little use of my fridge. It was just very difficult to get through the construction to get to the fridge. So dieting that week was very difficult. I ate out a lot. I had to be very careful about where I ate out. I had to be very selective about the types of things on the menu. It is very difficult to eat out and stay on your diet plan. Even salads, you have to be very particular about and request the cheese and the croutons and all the other good stuff to be left off of it. So we finished up in Texas, and I took a road trip with my dog over 3 days and crossed 6 states. So eating on the road was even more difficult than eating in Lubbock was. At least then, you know, I had a car, I could get out and about, I had options. So here, let me back up a little bit from the doctor-patient point of view. I have a lot of patients who are truck drivers, and my stepdad being one. Hi, Gary, I love you. Shout out to you. But it's very difficult to be a cross-country driver and maintain good health. Number one, there's the inactivity point of view, you know, with being stuck in a truck for 6 to 12 hours a day, depending on where you're going and who you are. Fortunately, I stopped every 6 hours, but still, some of these guys and women are on the road so much longer than that. So there's inactivity. Number two, there's not a lot of options when you're on the road, and I now can really say that from experience. There was no meal prepping before I left Lubbock. Again, I couldn't get to my stove to do that. I probably could have taken a cooler and packed some things, but I had no idea what to expect. I didn't know if I had a microwave in my hotel rooms. I really didn't know. So no, there was no cooler packed. Sorry, Jen. But I tried to make good choices over those 3 days. Now, fortunately, so here, you know, the good and the bad is what I want to share with you. The first morning at the hotel was very good. It was a great hotel, Town Place Suites by Marriott. I had eggs and oatmeal for breakfast without a problem. That day I stepped at the truck stop for lunch and was able to get a turkey and veggie wrap that stayed on my diet plan, and I did well with. Dinner that night was a different story though. Stopping at a hotel in a small town where the town closes up at 9 o'clock, parking your truck in the hotel parking lot, there's no place to walk. There were no restaurant options within a close distance. There was no grocery store, no nothing. So I was at the mercy of delivery. And unfortunately, this town had 0 delivery except Pizza Hut. So that night, the dog and I shared chicken wings from Pizza Hut, and that was kind of all we had. The next day, breakfast, all the hotel had was carb, carb, carb. I skipped over breakfast there. Gas station or a truck stop I found did have an egg and potato burrito. I was able to scrape out of the tortilla and have it that way, so that sort of kept me on track. Lunch, there was nothing. The dog and I shared some beef jerky and probably a few other things I wasn't supposed to have, and that was it. Traveling and maintaining a diet is very, very difficult. My fallback was I should have packed that cooler. I should have done a better job of looking at the hotels I was planning to stay at, knowing if there was a fridge, knowing if there was a microwave, and I should have packed a cooler and taken it with me. So that was my bad. I screwed up there for sure, but you know, you live and you learn. So now I know if I ever take a road trip in a U-Haul cross country, I'm gonna pack my cooler. Now, next thing, I've been home for a week and things are getting back on track. Finally, I'm getting my diet back on track. However, today I had to come back to work. And for those of y'all who don't know, I do work an hour and a half, hour 20 minutes to an hour and a half from my home. And so I have to pack and bring all my meals with me. And if I work more than one day at a time, I stay in that town. I stay at the condo that the hotel has to offer for me there. But I bring all of my meals. I do all of my meal prepping before I come out here. This week, I am here working for 4 days in a row. I'll be away from my family for 4 days. I'm not very happy, but you know, that it is what it is. So I was gonna share my meal plan, or my meal prepping for this trip. And here's my nifty cooler. I did bring a cooler out here with me. And last night we prepared 4 days worth of food. There you go, you can kind of see that we got this done. And that's not finished, but that's just extra broccoli in case I need it. And then, chicken, rice, and broccoli. I don't know if you can see it there. There you go, chicken, rice, and broccoli, chicken, rice, and broccoli. And I did get some shrimp for one day. More rice to go with my shrimp. And egg and potato for breakfast. Egg and oatmeal for breakfast. I got my protein shaker. My protein powder is all at the office still. And some Activia yogurt. So that's that. And that's 3 days because I've already finished off 4 days, the 4th day today. So meal prepping, it can be done. You just got to be dedicated and do it. We're going to move into the 3rd week with our nutrition in check. My exercises are getting back on track. I finished my fit test yesterday. I don't have it on hand where I can share it with y'all right now, but as soon as I get a hard copy of it, I'll get it put on here where you can see it. I know I've mentioned it to a few of you already, but I'm ready to go. I'm ready to move into this, and we'll post again in a few days and keep y'all updated on our road to Miami. Thanks everyone for supporting me, and I hope that I don't disappoint y'all. Thanks.